now.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining us tonight for our X39 stem cell activation patch technology testimonial Zoom. We are here tonight to share with you some amazing testimonials from a few different people that have just tremendous stories to share with you. These are real people that we've just asked to come on and share. They're not here to try to tell you about anything that's treating or curing any diseases. LifeWave is not intended to diagnose anything that you have. Of course, if you're on medicines or if you are using anything whatsoever, pregnant or nursing, please check with your physician, your healthcare provider, and make sure that this is the right program for you. But I will tell you this, what you're going to hear tonight from not only our guests that are going to share their personal testimonials, but from Marcy, who is going to share the science and technology of how this X39 stem cell activation patch works. You will definitely want to get back with the person that invited you here tonight. Our 30-minute call is going to be packed full of great information that's really going to help you and your friends and family have a better quality of life. And so that's why we're here. So with that being said, please, Roberto, I have you unmuted. Come on tonight. And I want to know, first of all, I want to know what's been going on in your life. Okay. Give me a brief synopsis of what you've been dealing with, which you did just a minute ago. Tell me who introduced you to the LifeWave patches and how long have you been using X39, the stem cell activation patch? How long have you been using? And then what have you noticed from that?
So my wife and I were looking for a friend of hers that we had lost contact with for over 20 years. We finally found her in Conroe, Texas, and her name is Elizabeth Moreno, and she introduced us to LifeWave. She found out that I was on dialysis, and so she recommended me using the X39 and the X49. And this was about a month and a half ago, a month and 2 weeks ago. Okay. So a month and a half, basically. I've been using it for about a month and 1 week. And I have been on dialysis for, shocking, but it is true, 41 years.
How long?
41 years.
41 years on dialysis?
Yes.
Okay.
Since the age of 16.
Okay.
So the first, second, and third day that I used the X39, I started feeling a warmness and an energy. It's like a second wind. I couldn't get tired. That's the first thing I noticed. Second week and third week, I started urinating.
On your own?
Yes, on my own. I'm still going through dialysis, but my kidneys, whatever is there, is producing urine. Now, which for 41 years, I had not been able to urinate.
Wow.
The third thing I notice now, and I'm going to put my head down so you can see, my hair is starting to go back. And it's starting to come out black. Now, there's a different, you said you're a doctor, so you may know what this is. Ejection fraction in my heart.
Yeah, your heart.
Okay, so the last time I measured my ejection fraction, because of dialysis, my heart has taken a beating.
Oh, yeah.
But my injection fraction before the patches, and I needed to have a stent put in because of that, it was 45. Okay. And so today is 65. So
in 6 weeks?
In 6 weeks. Yes. So whatever it's doing is doing a change in my body, that's for sure. Wow. Now, and to be honest, Donna recommended me use the patch a couple of hours, but I told her, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to use the whole patch, and I'm going to use it for the 12 hours. And I did. And that's what I've been doing for the last month and 2 weeks. I used the patch for 12 hours and 12 hours off, and is doing great so far.
That's an understatement. Wow. I'm like Don. I'm over here like, whoo, wow, Roberto, 6 weeks, 41 years on dialysis, and you're now urinating for the first time in 41 years. And your ejection fraction, which is measured by the doctor by instruments, like you can't make that up. That's not a, oh my, not that that's a bad thing, right? Obviously, but it's a very good thing.
Yes, it is.
Wow. I am absolutely amazed at your results in just 6 weeks. That
Yes,
is amazing. Using the X39 and 49 is what you said, correct? People are asking.
correct. That's what I've been using. Yes, and now I'm trying to see if I can use the carnosine and the glutathione as well. But I wanted to go slow because I was advised not to use all of them at once because of my disease.
Yeah. Good for you. I am so happy for you. Do you have anything else you've noticed that you'd like to share with us?
Well, my skin is different.
When your hair.
Usually, well, besides my hair, my skin is becoming more supple, if that would be the right word. Before it used to be scabby, because of dialysis, and now it's not that way anymore.
Wow.
So those are the things I've noticed in the last month and a half. So I am looking forward for the next second and third month to see what it does.
So, and how old are you, Roberto?
57.
57. Okay, I could have figured that out, I guess. Maybe I would have done 16 plus 41. I'm just over here blown away though, honestly. So I'm not doing the math in my head. So 57 years old. Wow, supple skin, hair growing back black, ejection fraction is amazing for everyone out there with heart issues. Number one killer in the world is heart disease. So wow, congratulations. And then I want you to tell me real quickly, you had mentioned something just a minute ago about your brother's cat.
Yes. So my younger brother has a young cat that developed a tumor on the right hind leg. And he was worried that it was cancer. So he took it to the vet, and they determined that it was a non-cancerous tumor, but that it could develop into cancer if it left there for a long time. So my brother wanted to have excised it. So in the meantime, I told him, well, why don't you use a X39 that you use? When you take it off, put it on the cat at nighttime. And he did. So the cat wears it for 6 to 8 hours at nighttime. And he went to the vet yesterday, and the vet found that the tumor had diminished in size. So it measurably in size has diminished. He measured it before and today, yesterday. So my brother was really happy. So he's going to continue putting the X39 on.
Wow, that's exciting. So exciting. Yay for his cat.
Yes.
Like I said, we love our pets, so we want to keep them healthy and feeling good. So wow.
Yeah, you just don't know how much he loves his cat. He even cried when he found out that he had the tumor. So now he cried because he found out that the tumor is diminishing in size.
Yeah, wow, that's so exciting. I'm so happy for you and for your brother. I cannot wait to hear what happens with you over the next 90 days. I definitely want to have you back on again in 90 days. Congratulations on all of your success in just a 6-week period of time. I can feel that in my heart. So much. So happy for you. So congratulations, Roberto. We will definitely have you back on again. Thank you for sharing tonight. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you for having me on.
Absolutely. Wonderful. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and mute you again, and I'm going to ask to unmute Joseph and Betty. Joseph and Betty, can you unmute yourself? Come on here. And there we go. Perfect. Tell us a little bit about what's been going on with you. what you have experienced in life, a brief synopsis, and then tell us who introduced you to the X39 stem cell activation patch, how long you've been using it, and what has changed in your lives since using the patch.
Okay. Hi, everybody. As she said, I'm Betty, and we were blessed to meet Leah at a holistic festival about a month ago, about the third week of February, I think it was. Joseph spoke to her first, and then I come over, and he was busy writing, or she was getting that order form filled out, because both of us have known about stem cells for a long, long time and have kept our eyes and ears out for anything that could be affordable that, we could do. And so he signed us up right away, no samples, we just got on it. And what was cool for me, is what had been going on with me is arthritis in my right hand, extra bad from being a hairdresser for 34 years, and knobby knuckles and crooked fingers a little bit. And but what had been happening was I started getting this really burning hot nerve pain down my arm into that hand, and so every night it would be all swollen up and burning and keep waking me up. And and then other things that were going on, hot flashes, arthritis, other parts of my body. So by like the second night, I noticed that I would still wake up with the burning, but it wasn't as severe. And also my wrist would go numb if I was curving my hand, and it was about 50% reduced. By the third night, the pain was gone. The burning was completely gone, and the numbness too. And that has still gone. And that's really been amazing to me. And about a week and a half later, all the swelling went out of the hand for the first time. And I can't remember how many months this hand hasn't been all puffy. And so that really got my attention. And I would say I took some notes because there's been so many cool things happen. I noticed right away, I don't sleep great, never have my whole life. I've had issues with insomnia, and I didn't notice an improvement so much in my sleep, but I did notice that I was more relaxed and not being as aggravated by it, and not as tired during the day. Like I was getting energy without feeling jacked up, but not feeling like I didn't sleep all night, like I would normally, which was great. And about a week later, I went to work, and it takes me usually 20 minutes to gather supplies that I need to go and do my job. And this time I got my supplies gathered up in about 10 minutes. Usually when I go to where I do my job, which is cleaning, I have to go back to the supply closet 3 or 4 times because I forgot something. And it seems like it takes me a half an hour just to get into my job. Well, that day I was on it by a quarter after, and I was just going from one thing to the next, just right on target. See, I have severe ADHD, very severe, very much scattered all over the place. And I was able to stay on task. And well, it really got my attention. And I had been having a spell of worse scatter than usual for about 3 weeks before that happened. So it really got my attention. And then he works at the same place. And when he came in from his shift, he observed me just going bam, bam, bam. I was on it. And then I noticed that and ever since then, I haven't been as scattered as I was. And then my blood pressure's gone down. I'm just not even taking my meds anymore. I'm just checking it every day. And if it's already really low, don't take your meds. And I've been to the doctor, so she knows about it. I usually have hot flashes. I ran out of my hot flash medicine supplement, which cost me $20 to $30 a month, mind you. I didn't refill it, and so far no hot flashes. So that's going to save me some money. And then I had called the doctor before my checkup because I was going to talk to her about this arthritis, because in the last couple of months it had gotten really bad in my shoulders and my hips to where I couldn't lay on my side anymore. And just another thing to keep me awake, or to wake me up. And I called and warned her, do you want to do any different labs for my checkup because of this? And she's like, no, come on in. We'll decide then. So it was like 2 weeks later, I go to the doctor. And by then, the pain is so much less that it's not really an issue anymore. Now, mind you, my hand still needs to heal the rest of the way. It's still stiff when I do this, and it's not perfect. It's got a ways to go. And so do my shoulders and hips, but oh my God, so much better. And I can lay on my side again, at least for a while, quite a while. So that was a big deal. And so let's see if there's anything else. Oh, yeah. And I swear, you know, my skin is already looking better. Both of us keep looking at each other. Oh, you look younger. Yes, you because we can see it in ourselves. At any rate, but I had that checkup and I went to the doctor, and this was so cool. So I'm telling the doctor, well, doctor, you know, the arthritis, you know, she's like, what's going on with you? And I said, the arthritis has been really bad, but I started these patches that help your stem cells. And I told her what they were. And now the pain is so much better. I don't really feel like I'm going to have drugs, you know, or anything. And when I told her about the patches, she already knew about the patches. And she told me, well, she said, I'm glad you can take those. Unfortunately, I've had a kidney transplant and they're contraindicated, so I can't take them. So in that way, she was like implying, well, she would if she could, but she can't, since they help the immune system so much. And I told her, yeah, I'm really glad I can take them too, because I'm just feeling so hopeful for the future now.
Wow.
I am so excited. It's like, I'm just telling my friends, I have found something that helps my body produce more stem cells. And I can't help but want to share it to you, because the quality of my life is so much better than it was just a month ago. It's
Betty,
amazing.
you have a grocery list. In 1 month, you have a grocery list of all the things that have improved in your life.
I didn't really nail it down until Leah asked me last night to share on the call, and I went, okay. Oh yeah. So
Wow, I am so excited for you. That's a long list of things,
Yeah.
just very life limiting things.
yes, very much affecting the quality in my life. I was not having much quality. I could not. I still am not sleeping great, but I'm sleeping so much better than I was. I'm not hurting all night. Oh my God. And I
Wow.
work on concrete floor. That was aggravating my hips. And, you know, my right hip's a little worse than my left, but oh my God, so much better. And
So exciting.
I really feel like I'm going to be able to avoid a hip replacement because of this.
Oh.
I really do.
We will see about that, right?
Yes, this arthritis is going to heal, by gosh.
Yeah. Your body's going to repair. So Joseph has some things to share as well, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So before Marcy comes on, Joseph, we would love to hear from you. Tell us what has improved, what's going on in your life.
Since childhood, I've had back pains, and I was told that I fell off the swing when I was being pushed. And I had always in school, every now and then would just kind of go out. And about July of last year, 21, I was stepping down from a truck where I was working on a camera. And when I stepped on the ground, it rained a lot, so there was algae in the thin water there. And so my leg just kept going back, but the step was much higher than normal and I had already let go. So I just kind of did this split. And when I was in the military, we were in, you know, karate and stuff like that in the Marines. And so I could do a split. It's just I hadn't done one in a long time.
Yeah,
So I wasn't in severe pain. It was just a few days later, my back started really hurting. It was kind of when it goes out. And then the pain just kept coming back. So I started doing stretches, leg stretches, trying to stretch the muscles. And it just wasn't helping. I had to go to the chiropractor. He'd straighten me out. And then he showed me some more stretches to do. So I was doing those stretches. And the muscle was just somehow so injured, so tight that it would pull on the vertebrae, just kind of pull it to one side there. It was in mid-February. So I've been in pain for half a year, a lot of pain. I actually missed some work because of the pain. So when I got the patches, I immediately wanted the Eon patch because of the inflammation to bring that down. And so I applied them. And by the end of that day, 24 hours, I was not in the severe, just throbbing, how would I say? It was just like a tightness in my back, and it would hurt no matter what I did. It would hurt when I just walked. And then I have not been in pain since then, since mid-February. So the X patches, of course, just those are obviously helping, but my knees were hurting and my elbows were hurting, and I'll be 62. Okay, so I guess this body just doesn't bounce back, and we're having to climb up into the truck and out of the truck 300 or 400 times a day, and that really takes a tear. And I would run. I would just love to run back and forth. And I wasn't running anymore. I was barely walking. So I was wearing knee braces on both my knees usually, and I have this special cream I put on that would just kind of help a little bit. But I have not been wearing my knee braces for about 3 weeks now. I don't need them. And my right elbow, I was getting kind of like a tennis elbow from using my arm constantly to lift something. And that that went away also. So all these pains throughout my body they're gone, and it feels really cool to feel, I don't know, younger, to be able to run. And I have to stop myself when I start running because I want to throw a knee out or something. You wait till it heals better, give it more time.
Wow.
Oh,
That
and
is
now,
so exciting. Oh my gosh. I mean, you've been dealing with this your entire life, back pain, kind of like Roberto. You're in basically your entire life. You've had something that you've dealt with. And in the last 4 or 5 weeks,
Mhm.
you've had relief from that, not just in your back, but in
And
other parts of your
improvement.
body. Yeah. And obviously going from barely walking to now you're running around. That is fantastic. I am so excited for both of you as well. And I definitely want to have you back on in 90 days because all three of you are a short period of time really using the patches, and to have really dramatic results in a short period of time. Some people get those, some people don't. And to hear really life-changing things in many ways from all of you. We could put your grocery list together and we'd be in the store for 2 hours there with all those things, right?
and Stacy, I forgot to mention, where you for the full disclosure, we're using the Aeon and the X39 is what we started out with, so that's been our mainstays because of that inflammation factor.
Perfect.
It's
Thank
working
you for
great.
sharing. Thank you so much. So we're excited for you guys and your continued progress and just everything that's happening for you. Thank you for sharing so much. I definitely want to have you back on. And Marcy, you've got to come on here and tell everybody, we've got almost 200 people on here tonight. How have Roberto, Joseph, and Betty gotten such wide variety of results in their bodies in just a 4 to 6 week period of time?
Dr. Stacy, you just can't make these testimonials up. We just invite people on and they share. We don't 100% know what people are going to share. And we are as blown away every night as all of you are. I mean, seriously. So what is this? It's the X39. It's stem cell activation technology. And you may say, okay, let's see one. Well, if it's like me, you may go, you mean something that looks like a Band-Aid is doing all of this? And the answer, it is. And let me tell you why, because it's super special. Inside this patch is organic crystal, and it's made out of amino acid, sugar, salts, and water. And what's interesting is we all understand the light of the sun, right? Sun is light. We go out into the light, and it elevates vitamin D in our body. We can feel when we go out into the sun, our body's loving it and healing from it. We all know that's truth. What I didn't understand, Dr. Stacy, was that our bodies also are like the sun. It emits a low-grade infrared light coming right out of our body. And what the owner, inventor, and CEO, David Schmidt, figured out, amazing, is that when you put this patch on your skin, the heat or light of your own skin reflects back a light wave, and it activates things in your body. The technical term is called photobiomodulation, which means light is making a change in your body, right? And so what is it doing? Well, it activates actually a peptide in your body called GHK copper peptide. And if you go and Google GHK copper peptide, you will find that it is the holy grail of anti-aging. It just is what it is. And David Schmidt figured out through a wearable technology, look at, you wear it, to activate this peptide, GHK copper peptide. One of the things that this peptide does is it acts as a communicator to your stem cells. It like calls it up like on the phone, like think about you being on the phone, and it says, hey, stem cells, it's time to get the army marching again. It's time to make more of you again. And it's time to reset you to a younger, healthier state. Hence why Joseph and Betty and Roberto all are like, look at our skin, we look younger. Like it really, really is happening, right? And so that's what it's doing. And the reason that is important is that by age 30, we've lost half of our stem cell army. By age 60, it almost doesn't work at all. And why is it important that your stem cell army works? Well, let's tell you what stem cells are. Stem cells are the only cell in your body that's changeable. Let me say that again. Stem cells are the only cell in your body that's changeable, which means they can change into whatever cell your body needs for repair. Wow. That is why the testimonials are also different. Roberto needs something different repaired than Joseph and Betty. I don't know what you need, but your body knows. It's innately intelligent, and it will direct the stem cells to repair what you need to live first. And then it will move to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. That's why some people notice something or feel something right away. Joseph and Betty had an experience very quickly, but sometimes it takes longer, because if what you need to live is something you don't feel, like an internal organ, let's call it the liver, Dr. Stacy, then it's going to fix that first. So David Schmidt gives a 30-day money-back guarantee so that there is no risk to really letting these stem cells get to work. And let's talk about that. Do you remember when you were young, 18, 19, 20? You remember that, Dr. Stacy? When we were young?
A couple years ago.
Exactly. We're getting there again. But when we were young, we just repaired, right? We weren't gray, we weren't wrinkled, we didn't really have illness. If we were injured, it fixed really fast. Why? Our stem cells were working. They were turning into the cells that we needed to repair when we were young. And then it stopped. So can you imagine them working again? That's why Roberto is, after 41 years, actually going potty again. That's why Joseph, I mean, yeah, I know that's, they're going, that's why.
Urinating. He's urinating.
Urinating. Give me the word, please. Okay, that's why Joseph is actually like running again, nervous about running again, because he's afraid he's going to re-injure himself, but feeling so good that he wants to run again. That is why Betty thinks that she's not going to need a hip replacement, because the arthritis in her hip is not hurting. It's really happening, okay? These stem cells are making a difference in people. So how do you wear the patch? Well, you wear it 12 hours on to activate and repair, and 12 hours off. Let's say that again, 12 hours on to activate and repair, and 12 hours off. You could wear it right below the back of the neck or underneath the belly button. But really, any spot will do, because our whole body is light. So the patch works anywhere. And you know what? You can even wear more than one. The only rule is 12 hours on and 12 hours off, because we are light. That means we are a signal. And so if you wear it 24 hours over and over and over again, your body gets used to the signal and it will not work so well. So 12 hours on to activate and repair, and 12 hours off. So here's the interesting thing. David Schmidt, who is our owner and inventor and CEO, he started this company in 2005. And he started it because the Navy SEALs said, David, we need you to find a way to keep our guys up at night without stimulants. That was the beginning of the company. The patch was called the Energy Patch, and it converted fat into energy. And he has been in business since 2005. He actually is in 81 countries. He has distribution centers in San Diego and in Ireland. We are everywhere. He is vertically integrated. So even during COVID, when you couldn't get anything, he had everything he needed. He actually makes the crystals in-house, okay? He's pretty amazing. He's a private held company, so he's not about shareholders and that kind of thing. He's about building a business to help humanity. And really, I think if you ask the man what his mission is, he wants to live to be 250 years old. And anybody that wants to live that long, can, and he's working on that technology. I mean, that's pretty amazing. The man is an inventor, and he has over 100 patents and 100 research studies. In fact, the X39 has a patent which says that, yes, it does activate GHK copper peptide in the blood, and that elevates stem cells. It's a 20-year patent. You can go look at all his research and patents by going to startx39.com under research and patents and take a look at them all. You can also go to youtube.com, search LifeWave Health, David Schmidt, and look at many videos about the man and his technology. He really is an impressive man. And this patch he made is non-transdermal. What does that mean? It means that it does not put anything in your body, okay? It uses light to activate what's already in your body, okay? It's really, really special. And really, he's figured out how to harness light in 2005. And the company was doing okay, about 30 million a year, right? But in 2018, it was like we woke up. People realized light heals. It's real. We started with laser and infrared light and infrared saunas. And then everyone wanted to know about stem cells. And there was this perfect marriage between light and stem cells. And this year we just hit 300 million. So know that this company is out helping a lot of people, and we're really proud to be part of that. So if you would like to order, please get with the person who brought you here. You can let them know, hey, I'd like to try the X39, which is a 30-day supply for $149 retail. Or for $19.95, one time, I can go on auto ship every month for $99.95 a month. My favorite kit, and what most people get, is called the silver kit, and it's $299. And for $299, you can get 3 X39s. That's enough for yourself, your family, and even some to share. And then, of course, most people go on auto ship the following month for the X39, and that keeps their cells activating all month long. And once again, that's $299. And you heard there's some other patches out there, and you can check that out as well as you start loving the line, as many of us have. So with that, get with the person that brought you here. Let them know if you'd like to buy retail, become a preferred customer, or get that wholesale distributor pack, which is the best price at $299. Once again, you can go to startx39.com and look at all the research, all the videos, all the studies. And tomorrow night, you can hear more great testimonials by listening to Laura Bowser and Wendy Morgan, and that is 1 o'clock Pacific, 4 o'clock Eastern on this same channel. And also, don't forget the following Saturday, we will be live in Arizona, and we will be activating our stem cells in Arizona on April 9th, Saturday from 10 to 2. And we will also be on Zoom that exact same time on this channel. So with that, Dr. Stacy, why don't you end the call for us?
Absolutely. Thank you, Marcy, for sharing the science and technology and David's amazingness and what he's brought to this entire planet that we are so grateful for. And again, thank you for our guests for being on here tonight. Like she said, please join Laura and Wendy tomorrow at 4 p.m. They'll have 2 new people that they will be interviewing, and we don't know what their testimonials will be, but we're always blown away and just so happy and so grateful that you're here to share and inspire other people with all the amazing things that are happening. So thank you guys for being here tonight. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Invite your friends, invite your family, get them on these Zooms too, so they can hear the testimonials and the science and technology and how this patch can help them as well. So thank you guys. Have a fabulous evening.
Bye-bye.